What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Kinstretch class brought to you by Stretch Effect. My name is Coach Luke, and I'll be taking you through today's 25-minute spine-focused Kinstretch class. This class is really going to get into all things spine, as we could always use a little bit more motion. It's the one part of the body that, although we do want to keep it healthy, we do also need to create more motion in the joints of the spine, right? So we always think about moving the elbows, moving the shoulders with motion. Reps each direction, throwing the tailbone both times. So we start up in my full position, so I'm trying to tuck my tailbone, trying to round my upper back and pull my chin in my chest. Starting the tailbone, just think slowly as possible. Fight the urge, fight the compulsion to speed up, and just try to just untuck one vertebrae at a time as you work your way up your spine all the way into full spinal extension. Just moving one vertebrae as slowly as I possibly can. Imagine I have a little man running or woman running up my spine. As it hits each vertebrae, I just pull away, lowering to extension. So we get to that T-spine, really just focus on not squeezing the shoulder blades together, keeping the shoulder blades and the shoulders locked into where they started. So we're not trying to squeeze, but we're also not trying to protract. We're just trying to keep the shoulders engaged, locked in. Work all the way up. Now I'm in full extension. Hang it here for a second. Breathe. Go at your own speed. Collarbones, lift those collarbones. Big exhale. Squeeze. And from there, I will tuck. 1 second at a time. Everything extended until it's to my right. I will extend tall over the top. Lift the shaft. I'm in a full extension here, nice and tall. From there, I will rotate and extend. And then I will drop my shoulders down into flexion. Pull my elbows in. Rotate through the center. We're going to go one more time that way. Rotate. Squeeze out a little bit more this time. Bend to my right, get a stretch on my left side. That should be the limiter here. I will extend, get tall, lift the chest, make sure the lower body, everything else is nice and still. Extension with rotation. Lateral flexion, get a stretch on the right side. Pull those elbows in. Rotate back to the center. If you want to switch your arms, you can, you don't have to. And there, squeeze that block nice and tight. Rotate to your left. Flex to your left. Feel that stretch on the right side. One vertebrae at a time, just like my cat-cow. That will get tall and extension. Extension, rotation. And there, I will laterally flex to my right. Pull those elbows down. Come through. Back to the start position, the last one. Rotate, flex, extend, get tall, get tall, get tall. Keep that chin in your chest. Keep those elbows right on that block. Keep squeezing. Extension, rotation. Lateral flexion as far as your body allows. Rotate, pull, and relax. So those, the cat-cow we did, the segmental cat-cow, the 2 reps up and back, and then those 2 reps each direction of those spine cars. If you did nothing else to start your day, that would be the one. Definitely want those hip cars and shoulder cars, but like I said at the beginning of the class, we don't tend to move our spine enough. So as long as you have a healthy spine, as long as you don't have any pain, those are the 2 I definitely recommend you add to your morning routine. From there, we're going to go into some more specific motions of the spine. So we're going to go into, let's call it just a lumbar pelvic tilt. So we're going to go through some lumbar flexion, and then we're going to be working some thoracic extension. So what we're going to do is you're going to lay, if you have a wall, or you can throw your legs up, on like a couch, pressing the back of the couch. What we want to do, you want to feel the tailbone. Okay? From there, I just want you to think, feet press subtly into the floor, but I don't want to use it to push myself up. I just want to imagine my spine is a full roll up, and I'm just rolling 1 segment at a time think lift my tailbone off the floor, lift my lumbar spine off the floor, one segment at a time, go as high as you can go, but then keep tucking. Feel that regressive angle, right? So that'll be my lower abs squeezing to lift one vertebrae at a time, and then pull off. I get this space here. Once I think I find about TL junction, which would be about just above the belly button, I will just start to roll back down one segment at a time. So right now, all we're trying to do is take our spine from one long team of vertebrae here, and we're just gonna chunk it down to the lumbar spine and our thoracic spine. Lumbar spine first. Let's do 2 more reps here. This thing's super slow though, so no real specific amount of reps really. It's just doing more of them. That's really the best rep range I can give you, is more than you're currently doing. And now we're just creating awareness of the lumbar spine. Trying to not just lift like a glute bridge, right? I don't want to just squeeze like let's lift. I want to think roll up nice and slow. Find your end, squeeze here. And from there, I will just slowly, this is the part that takes the most control, one vertebrae at a time. Feel each individual segment return back to the floor. Again, creating awareness back that our spine is not one moving chunk. It is a team of 24 vertebrae that all need to contribute evenly to that motion. One more time. Engage. And really try to tuck, really lift that tailbone off the floor. Slower you can go, the better. Feel each individual vertebrae pressing into the floor before you lift it up. That'll really help with the awareness that we're about to get into next. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Really try to roll, really try to tuck your pelvis under you. Find your end. From there, keep it tucked, keep it squeezed, and place each individual segment back down on the floor. Slower the better. You do this on your own. You can take as much time as you need to complete each rep. All the way back down, tailbone taps, and relax. Okay, from there we're going to go into back to our cat-cow. But instead now, what we're going to do is take cat-cow position. And now I'm just going to place my hands on the floor, and then I'm going to round out. I'm going to place my head between my hands. You can place it between your arms here. I'm trying to get a good round of my thoracic spine. So rounding out the thoracic spine, I'm going to take my thoracic spine out of it and really just focus on the lumbar spine. So the same thing we just built, the same awareness we just built there, we now take it into a collapsed quadruped, head on the ground, and then we're just going to go lumbar flexion, so just going to round it out as much as you can. Same feeling that we just did on that wall. Starting at the tailbone again. Going to go into lumbar extension, try to really just lift as much as you can, keeping the rest of your body nice and stiff. 2 more reps each way. Start tailbone. Flex it up, one vertebrae at a time. Lumbar extension. Back up. Lift that tailbone, stick the butt out. Arch that back as much as possible. One more time here. Lumbar flexion. Squeeze. Lumbar extension. Right back up. Okay, so that was lumbar flexion and extension. Now we're going to go right into some thoracic extension. So the reason we have a tennis ball is we're going to do some very similar to what we just did there, but now I'm going to be in a lumbar lock position. So that's going to put me sitting on my heels, rounding out my lumbar spine. We'll take the lumbar spine out of it here. And what I'm going to do is just kind of have the elbows right next to the knees. And from here, keeping my chin down, I want to just lift. So I'm going to keep my rib cage and belly button right on those legs. So if this is not a comfortable position for you, you can take, roll up a towel, you can take a pillow, something you can throw in between here just to feel some semblance of contact between my ribs, my belly button, and my thighs. From there, making sure that I keep that on the legs at all times, I will go from here, and I will just lift my chest as high as I can. The elbows can't come off the floor as long as my rib cage, my belly button do not leave the ground. So if I get here, keep going up, keep going up, keep going up. That is my thoracic spine that is lifting up, that is allowing me to lift my chest. Right? Because my lumbar spine is not moving, I know that because I haven't lost contact with my rib cage on my legs. Now I'm pressing up and squeezing through my thoracic spine. You can see the slight wrinkles on my shirt here. You're not going to get a whole lot of thoracic spine extension. But again, like we said, we just want to get more than we currently are working with right now. So the more I can extend my thoracic spine, the less my lumbar spine will have to work when I'm just trying to move my thoracic spine in daily life. Right? If I don't have the ability to extend my thoracic spine, like many people do not, they will find it by extending their lumbar spine. And again, even though it's one moving piece of vertebrae or 24 vertebrae, we want each individual segment to do the job that it's designed to do, because if it can't do the job it's designed to do, making up for it in other places will inherently lead to issues or problems down the line, right? So the reason we have the tennis ball is because if you find that you're going here and then we're really getting a lot of cervical, it's gonna be hard to talk while I do this, but I'm gonna place the tennis ball right between my chin and my chest. Find the same position, sit on those heels. From there, they lift the chest with the rib cage on the legs. Lift the chest. Keep that chin on the ball. Ball on chest. As high as I can go with the rib cage down. And there, squeezing all the stuff on the back side of my spine. Upper back thoracic spine working, and then I'll just come right back in. Okay. So if you need it, use it. If you don't need it, if you find you're able to keep your chin down or at least eyes down towards the floor, that is totally cool. You don't need the ball, but it's just a good awareness tool that will take our cervical spine out of it. Because we do 3 more reps here. So just the ribs stay down. We'll lift that chest as high as you possibly can. As high as you can go before you feel your ribs wanting to leave the floor. And back down, all the way down to the floor if you like. We've got 2 more. With lifts. As high as you can go with that chest. Feel that thoracic spine working. Keep the ball on your chest if you need it. Back down. 1 more here. Hands down, elbows can lift off as your chest gets higher. Keep those ribs right on those legs. Very good. Take the ball out. Ooh. There's some thoracic work in there. So from there, what we're going to do is a lumbar locked T-spine extension, very similar to what we did with the T-spine block lumbar extension. So if you're here, stay on my heels, have my hands out just a little bit. We can go here, here, play around in different positions as we practice this more. So what I'm going to do, keep my heels down, same thing that I just did, but now we're going to work flexion extension, kind of cat-cow style, just at the thoracic spine. So I'm going to go up, thoracic flexion, easier for most people once we spend a lot of time in thoracic flexion. And now we want to feel the same stuff, the same muscles that we just used to lift the chest in the more downward position. So now I'm just trying to squeeze my thoracic spine, lift my chest, show the logo of my shirt forward. If you would like, you can keep the tennis ball in the chin. That's just a good way to take the cervical spine out of it. Back into my cat, and my thoracic flexion. Again, try not to just protract the shoulder blades, right? Track the shoulders where they are the whole time. And just move the spine. Stand, squeeze. One more time. Flex. flexion. One more thoracic extension. Again, most of us spend a lot of time if we're sitting at a desk or a computer or in a car with thoracic flexion, so the more you can work on extension, happier your spine is going to be. Extend, 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 let that chest show the logo of your shirt off in front of you. Squeeze a little bit more. And relax. Very good. So what we'll finish with is just a little bit of spine, so flexion extension, like just for cat-cow, but we're going to do some hills and rails. So we haven't done these before in our spine classes yet. So the hills of flexion, so if I'm in cat position, right, if I'm in this round position here, my pales contraction is trying to press the floor away from me, pressing the floor forward, pressing my knees back. So imagine I have this mat here, I'm trying to rip the mat apart, right? So my hands drive forward, knees drive back. So that's my pale, I'm trying to get one here. Rails, I'm trying to squeeze the aggressive side. Now I'm trying to squeeze hands and knees together. Again, trying to get more flexion out of it as I do so, right? But I'm just trying to press hands down, knees forward. It's going to be the exact opposite for my extension pale rail. When I'm in extension, I'm in my cow. Pales, hands, knees pressed together. Rails, hands and knees pressed away. I'm trying to press my hands forward, knees back. Don't worry about remembering that right now. I will remind you. But we're just going to finish today's class with some, super quick. We'll do one set on each. We're just going to really kind of introduce that today and really just get a little bit of awareness for what end range strengthening can feel like in the spine. If you have any pain or closing angle pinching or pain when you do any cat-cow work, I'd recommend you either go very, very light on this or just work on some more cat-cow. We never want to go to or through or into any pain, especially in the spine, right? So if you have any spine issues, any pain, any back pain, I would just recommend you do more cat-cows and do more of your thoracic rotation work, as long as there's just no pain and pinching, nothing like that. Spine's feeling good, you want to finish with just a little bit of light pales and rails. If this is your first time doing it, maybe ramp up to 50%. It doesn't have to be 100% effort. We just want to feel like what some contraction the end range can feel like. So, spine's healthy, moving well, then I recommend give it your all here. Okay, so we're in cat position. So knees are on the hips, hands are on the shoulders, now we'll tuck, flex, round out the spine, tuck the tailbone, pull the chin down. We'll take 3 big deep breaths. Each exhale, try to push more flexion. So inhale, exhale. This is a good opportunity when you inhale to work on breathing into posterior spine, the posterior portion of your torso. You think diaphragmatic breathing, usually people think belly or side. You don't usually think the back, right? So the more you can breathe into the back, the better. So one more time, big inhale. Slow exhale. Okay, so up hills. Hands are driving forward, knees are driving back. Take a breath in. Solidify the torso. And slowly start pressing hands forward, knees driving back. Ramp up that contraction. 10%. 20, 30, 40, squeeze more, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and greatest safest effort, 10, 9, 8, 7, keep tucking, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rails, hands and knees pressed together, squeeze those abs, make those abs cramp, keep going, about 15 seconds here, try to squeeze them together, drive into more flexion, keep going, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go to some cow, cat, cow. Just the idea just to kind of go up and down, just to kind of get moving. One more time, we're going to go cow. So we're in extension. Here, set up. Lift the chest. Not to squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the chest, lift the tailbone. The head doesn't need to go completely to the sky, you can just kind of do more here. That's still cervical extension. 3 deep breaths. Each time you exhale, get a little bit more extension. Another deep breath. exhale, a little bit more extension. Really try to drive some more thoracic extension. Most people are lacking. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Next one, take an inhale. Solidify that torso and pales contraction. Start pressing hands and knees towards each other without moving, of course. We're at 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80%, 90%, and 100% every 10. 9, 8. Hands and knees pressed together. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rails. Press the hands forward, knees back. Keep trying to get more extension, more thoracic, more lumbar. Keep going, keep going, keep going. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Do another cow, another cat. Ooh, very good. That was our 25, or we went a little long there, it's okay. About a 30-minute spine focused class. Again, if you want to finish this video, go back to some segmental cat-cows, just working flexion, extension. You can start at the tailbone. You can also start at the top of the spine and work your way down. That's slightly more challenging, but that's just a good way to kind of keep things moving forward. And then again, finish with some thoracic bars. Work those into your daily routine, work those into your morning routine. You will definitely thank me for it. But again, thank you for joining me in today's 30-minute spine focused Kinstretch class. That was definitely a fun one. That was definitely one that I recommend you replay and keep practicing. And the more, like I said, the more motion you can get in each individual segment of your spine, not only will your spine be healthier, you'll feel better, but you'll also be able to do more and move more and feel good while you do it. So thank you for joining me in today's class, and I hope to see you at the next one.